All right, everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age, and our new game minus playthrough. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna let you guys know, uh, I got a little catching up to do with you guys because I did a lot of shit in between this episode and the one you just watched. Um, I guess the easiest way to do it would be to just draw you a map. um, Basically, so in the last episode, we went back to the most foreign high waste and got Exodus, and we got, I believe, Adramelech before that, all the way down here in the Sertanen Caverns. And the last place we were, the episode before that, was in the Takeda Uplands, which is where we are again now. That's where I left off on the story to go back and do those other things. Anyway. In between this episode and the last episode, let's see. First of all, I went back to the Dalmasca Ester Sand, and I finished the little mini quest that helps you get the Barheim Passage key. And I went into Barheim Passage. Now, I didn't fight any hunts there or do anything that I'll go ahead and tell you guys there's an Esper there that we're gonna go get shortly. Probably not in this episode, but a couple episodes down. I didn't get him, but what I did is I did go in there and collect all the treasure and kill some monsters, get some loot, and there is a rare game that shows up there that drops the Deathbringer, which I did get. The Deathbringer is a moderately powerful one-handed sword that also has an instant kill side effect. It's helpful when you're just running around on the world map, but it's not like game breaking or anything in like some of the later content in the game. I farmed just a shit ton of loot, just farmed loot all over the fucking place. I went ahead and went into the Feywood, which we're not supposed to get into yet. There really wasn't much there other than some monsters that are kind of powerful, and I killed them, got some loot. There really wasn't too much treasure to be found there. Yeah, once again, just farmed a crap ton of loot because I was trying to save up money so I can use my turtle shell chokers more effectively. And then, I know what I did. I went to Bujerba and I went to the Lusu mines, and I completed another mini quest that gives you a key to, Site 11, I believe. What is it? Yeah, I went and explored all of this nonsense. As far as the places that I can actually reach right now in the game, by far the most difficult enemies. Like, this place gave me a fucking run for my money. But there was a lot of good treasure in there. We got Scathe, I believe, just a really powerful black magic. And a couple of really nice pieces of equipment that we're not supposed to have yet. It's not going to make a huge difference, but it will pad things a little bit. There's only so much you can do about being level 2 at this point in the game. There's really only so much you can do. As soon as I have the best equipment in the game, that's it. I'm not getting any stronger than that. So, but I did have to kill a hunt off screen to get that. And that hunt was the Antlion. Really wasn't much special about him. You fight him in here, and I don't know, he's just a big praying mantis type dude. So I killed him. And there may have been one other hunt that I killed off screen, but it wasn't anything too significant. You guys didn't miss much. And I still am trying to make an effort to kill the majority of the hunts on screen so you guys can see me fight them. And the last thing that I did is I went back to the Salica Wood. I'm still going to have a hard time. It's just been drilled into my head to say Salica Wood because that's just, I don't know, that's what I see. So, sorry. And I went to the Nabrios Deadlands and the Necrohall of Nabidis. Once again, didn't fight anything. You didn't miss any story. But there is a lot of really good treasure here, and I basically just kind of snuck through here as quietly as I could to try and get most of that treasure. Some things you'll notice: Mage Power Shishak, really good piece of heavy armor. I got the Deathbringer, the Masamune, which is one of, if not the most powerful katana. Dragon Whisker, I can't remember if I already had that. Glimmering Robes and White Mask are really good mystic armor. Maximilian is crazy powerful. Renewing Morian, a really good piece of light armor that has auto regen. Golden Skull Cap, another good. Oh, and I got a really powerful pole for Pinello. Still kind of lagging behind on Bosch and Ash's weapons. Well, you know, maybe not that much. The Orochi's pretty powerful, I guess. And it's got disable, so I guess I can't really complain about that. In the next couple of episodes, you're going to see me focus. You're going to see me using Vaughn a lot more. And that's because I can use him. Because he's level 1, he doesn't give hardly any gil with the cat ear hood. Cat ear hoods kind of suck in New Game Minus because the amount of gil they give you is based on your level. So even if I were to give them to every character in the party, I would still only get like something like 75 gil per monster killed. But when you combine that with loot, I mean, that does add up. So you're gonna see me start. I'm trying to keep them on at least 2 of the level 3 characters and 1 of the level 2 characters. You're gonna start me using Vaughn a lot more because he's level 1. Right now I'm just focusing on. Basically, I'll be using Vaughn and either Balthier or Fran, and then one of these 3 for the next few episodes. Just so I can try and stockpile a teensy bit of gil. As you can see, I'm up to 500k right now. But yeah, and then what else did we get? We got Cleanse, which is a spell that removes disease. Very good. Oh, that reminds me, there's another place that I went to. And this isn't really like a huge sequence break or anything like that. This is basically, there's a place called the Sarabi Steppe over here. And it leads to Balfenheim Port. You can't actually get into Balfenheim, but you can cross the Sarabi Steppe by mounting a chocobo here, riding it through the Takeda Uplands, which is where we are now, and then you can get past the rock slide to get into the Sarabi Steppe. The Sarabi Steppe is like the highest level like open world area. You know, so anyway, so I went there. That's where I got cleansed. That's why I thought of that. And then what else did I get? I got Protectica, which is really good. Faith and Bravery. These are basically like the offensive versions of Protect and Shell. Bravery buffs your physical damage. Faith buffs your magic. Still kind of behind on the black magic, but we did get Scathe, which is a big deal. It's a very powerful spell. We got Silenska. Maybe we already had Silenska, I don't remember. I know we already had Toxify, I think. Let's see what else. Not too much on this area. I think that's all we got as far as magic goes. And then we got, I'm pretty sure either Expose or Shear, one of those I got in, I don't know, somewhere. That's not very helpful, I know. And I'm probably going to want to start abusing those a little bit more than I am currently soon. But yeah. Alright, so I've spent enough time babbling. We're going to go ahead and actually continue the game now. Let's see, which way am I going? Okay. Alright, so now we're actually going to go into the Sochin Cave Palace. As you can see, people are pretty powerful now, but there are so much more powerful enemies. Oh man, the Lisu mines going there was just absolutely terrifying. Like I was literally just zoning back and forth between fighting things and the save point, and I was abusing my remedies so hard. That actually reminds me, how many remedies do I have right now? Okay, good, I stocked back up. Like I would equip the Niho Palawa wow, and fucking I would put it I would equip that like just for a split second, toss a remedy at something, and then hold flee and just wait for the doom status effect from the remedy to kill the thing. But the thing is, things respawn in there so quickly, so it's like it just created like a really short window for me to actually get in, grab the treasure, and then get out. You'll now have the option of saving your game. Wasn't that just super convenient? But yeah. So now things seem really easy, but I reached a point where like, you know, I was just trying to think of like everything I could possibly do off screen as far as like treasure hunting and stuff. And actually I realized that that's kind of an inconvenience to people that might be watching this as a guide. But
hey, you sure this rabbit hole's really the way into Arcades?
Better a hare unseen than a rat in a trap. And again, if you'd prefer to go knocking on the front gates of the city, be my guest.
But what about once we're inside? Won't the city watch find us?
We'll do what we can to blend into the crowd. Our names may be notorious, but our faces are not far known.
True, true. You're a princess and we didn't even recognize you.
I noticed.
Oh, Vaughn. Still kind of, I don't know. I think it's kind of, at least Vaughn, unlike Titus, Vaughn is at least a source of comic relief with his, you know, bunglingness. Yeah, I realized that the fact that I went and picked up a whole bunch of treasure off screen may be kind of an inconvenience to somebody who might be watching this, like looking for, because I know when I was doing it, I certainly looked up like guide playthroughs that show you like the person specifically picking up this treasure at this location, like with timestamps in the video's description. I realize it might be kind of an inconvenience for people looking for that. I don't think people are looking for that from this playthrough. I think they're just looking for gameplay. And I mean, really, a New Game Minus playthrough is not the kind of playthrough for which you would use to, you know, as a walkthrough. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you know, do I still have a steel gambit active? I don't think I do. I might want to turn that back on. Yeah, let me do that. And the other thing I'm not doing lately is I'm not using decoy very much. I realized that like constantly recasting decoy on a specific character was really not actually doing me that many favors. I mean, none of my characters are not squishy enough to be able to sit there and get all like the just pain that like a bunch of monsters have dished out on that, just like that one person. Like, I don't think anybody has the HP or the defenses to be able to just be the sole focus of like everything that I come across their attention. So I stopped doing that, and it was a big drain on my mana too. So I think that, you know, there are certain boss fights where that strategy, where using decoy and having a dedicated tank really kind of helps you. But I decided to stop doing that for now. And you know, let's see here. All right. Gate of the Soul Word. Yes, I have the key. I love that it's not an ancient door. That's brilliant. Ooh. I think we fight something in here. Or maybe it's just another room that looks just like this one. Oh, yep, we do. Oh, they're adorable. I don't want to kill them. I am, though. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out Ash for... or Penelo for Ash. And, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna give you the cat ear hood, and I'm gonna have Vaughn put on his Hawaiian necklace real quick, and toss a couple remedies. Let's see here. They all have haste, so... Let's see here, remedy. Alright, that's good enough. I don't think I need to completely nuke all of them, and I'm gonna save myself some money. Wait, hold on a second. What the fuck is this? Are my fucking gambits turned off? Oh. Wait a minute, why aren't you casting? Fire weak. There we go. There's a Ash, what are you doing? Need to turn off her steel gambit because of the disease on those. Him sleep. Where's everybody? No. It wasn't so bad. Probably didn't even need the remedies. I ran across a fair few powerful monsters for which the Niho Palau Wow Wow remedy trick really only gave them like slow and maybe like oil and blind, and that was it. So yeah, it's letting me cheese a few things right now, but believe me. All right. I'm gonna try to find all the treasure in here, but if I at the end of the episode, I will I'll backtrack in here and just make sure that I didn't miss anything. Speaking of which, how much time do we have? Okay, we're plenty good on time right now. Alright. Oh wow. Oh, that's so neat. There's like traps here that fucking give me mana. That's a switch. I mean, fuck. I think I'm gonna switch back to Pinello because Pinello has bravery, and I want to be continuing to give that to Vaughn. What was she wearing? Fuck it, I'll just give her back the Hermes sandals. Alright, let's see what we got here. I think this is a trap. Yep, it sure is. Bitch. What a fucked up thing. Like, I can't think of too many other games that have done that. Presented you with a fucking save point, like the holy grail of progress in a game. And it turns out to be a monster. That's fucked up. I'm not gonna save right now. Alright. Yeah, a character with Berserk and Bravery that is even somewhat physically inclined and has a good weapon can make very, very short work of a lot of things. Especially if that weapon is the fucking Deathbringer. It's like even if the instant death doesn't trigger or they're immune to it, like a lot of enemies can be, it'll. Oh, nice, a map. You know, they'll just fucking decimate shit. And this place really is kind of an awkward little maze. Never was a huge fan of this place's layout. Turn her steel gambit back on. Keep forgetting that when Vaughn's been my primary stealer, but when he's got Berserk, he didn't give a shit about stealing, so somebody's got to do it. God. It's really, like, I know I'm probably fucking seem overpowered right now, but I mean, like, you should have seen me off screen. I was getting spanked. Absolutely just put across the knee of every fucking thing I ran across. Like, I never thought, like, I would have to try and be stealthy in this game, but I actually was being stealthy. I was, like, I turned the high speed off, and I was just, like, creeping closer until, like, I was only in aggro range of, like, one enemy, and I would throw a remedy at them and then just poke it. Oh, man. I hope I get past that. What is this? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that little pop-up before. Oh, God damn it. These fucking things are blocked off. That's fine. I love that this place is called a palace. Like, of all the places to refer to as a fucking palace. This is not. This is not a locale that I would in any way define as a fucking palace. I mean, they got the cave part, right? That's true. That part is certainly true. You see, like, every single enemy is giving me 40 gil. That's because of the cat ear hoods. I mean, sometimes enemies give you gil anyway, but with the cat ear hoods, I'm guaranteed to get, like, a little bit of extra gil on top of that. Yeah, it's not much, but there's going to be points in the game where I'm really going to need like full use of my magic, and the turtle shell choker is going to be pretty much the only thing that's going to make that possible for those brief occasions. Hopefully brief. Ancient door. Behold this door in all of its ancientness. I think there's another boss here who is considerably more of a pain in the ass. Yep, I was right. I seem to remember this dude giving me trouble even on regular playthroughs. So I'm gonna be remedy. You watch, this won't do shit. Yep. So here's one of those enemies I was talking about. See, all that did was slow him down. That probably wasn't even fucking worth the remedy. So, you know, back to this. Oh, Penelo's got Doom, that sucks. Thankfully, I've got some pretty powerful weapons for this point in the game. So even if this guy does something stupid, like try and divide into two, I should be able to take him out. Ah, God, stop dividing. Yes. Fuck you, buddy. Get out of here. Call yourself a boss. Didn't even have to change my gambits. Look how far the sword is stuck into the ground. There's no way. There's no way. That just looks weird. Oh well. Alright, I think we're good. I love how Penelo uses a pole, but that pole totally just looks like a smaller spear. Fortunately, Vaughn's dead. So we will have to revive him. God damn it. God damn it. Oh my god. I'm sure there's some actually good treasure that I missed. And I will come back and get it. Just more worried about getting through this place than finding all the treasure. And like I said earlier, you guys probably aren't watching this to see the exact location of the treasure. So I've been doing these Let's Plays for a full, like, 14 months now. Actually, I think it's more like 16 months. And, it's not really going much of anywhere. But, you know. That's okay. If I run out of games to play, and, like, I get to the point where I've, like, played all of my favorite games, then yeah. Maybe I'll call it quits. I don't know. And if I ever get like a partner in crime, or one of my buddies ever decides to stop being stupid and move up here with me, so we can play Vidya together, maybe I'll delete one or two of my playthroughs and redo them with a sidekick, with a co-pilot. Yeah, thanks, Darren. Thanks for not being my co-pilot, asshole. I just went in a fucking circle. I don't remember if I've told that story on here. I feel like if I did, it would have been with the fucking God damn, that's a lot of traps. I feel like it would have been on the Illusion of Gaia playthrough where Darren actually paid me a visit and we did a few episodes together. I feel like we mentioned that. It's the time that he was prescribed Ambien and he decided it would be a good idea to take it and then stay awake. And he started hallucinating and thought he was in a spaceship and called me and told me that he needed a co-pilot. That's the long and short of it. And I stayed on the phone with him. I talked to him for a long time. But I didn't come over there, and I wasn't his co-pilot, even though he was, like, lived a 5-minute walk from me. So, I don't know, maybe I'm the asshole. I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I the asshole? Like, comment, subscribe. Is that a grotesque enough insertion for you? Oh, whoops. I'm in a habit from like playing. I'm also doing a New Game Plus playthrough, and there I'm skipping everything. So I'm in this habit of like pushing the start button and hitting next. Amazed I haven't skipped anything yet by accident. Yay, another teleport crystal. Save. Alright. What are we doing here? I guess we're leaving. Oh, it's a stone door! It's a non-ancient stone door. That's what I should say. Non-ancient. Non-ancient stone door. How is that? How is this place any less ancient than all the other ancient doors?
Smells less like a capital, more like a sewer.
Even empires have need of sewers. The runoff from Arcades proper pools here, those who lack papers to live in the city itself. The mighty who have fallen, and the fallen who would be mighty. Their eyes never leave Arcades.
I guess it must be a lot nicer than this place.
Oh, to be sure. Arcades reeks of a different filth. Let's be off. We can follow our noses to Draclaw.
So yeah, this is like the ghetto of Arcades, and those buildings that we are just now seeing right there, that's actual Arcades. So yeah, on that note, actually I'm gonna hit this store real quick because I think this guy has something interesting. These legs, eh. What? No? You don't have anything? What a dick! I thought he had something. I could have sworn I remember him having something interesting. Alright, well, I guess I'll sell all my loot. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the episode here. I'm gonna go back into the Silken Cave Palace and pick up any treasure I might have missed, if anything. And I'll cut back in here in Old Arcades, and we'll start making our way to the actual city. On the road to Freedom City. Oh, am I not playing Pokemon?